absolutely shattered. I feel like I've been the worst vlogger because we've had Evie nearly 2 weeks. It's Wednesday the 29th of June and it is about actually whisper because Barclay's still asleep next door. Evie's downstairs. It's hard going. She doesn't really need out. Like she is very quiet. She doesn't squeak during the night or anything. She's pretty good. I've been going down routinely to wake up sort of like 2 in the morning to make sure that she gets out to do a pee. But she's pretty good. But I'm hiding out up here because if I go downstairs, that's it. That's me totally hectic and busy. So I'm just hiding out here. Grace, I love how they still come through in the mornings when they wake up. So she's snuggled in with Daddy just now. I'm up, away to go and get organised for the day. Bartley's still sleeping next door. It's miserable outside. I can hear the rain and I just know fine, it's going to be a miserable day. So I'll probably end up having to do Evie's training inside today. We've been trying to do little bits of training. We've been using treats, but I've booked onto the working puppy company for after the summer and they don't use treats for training. So we're still using them just now and it works at the moment. But once she gets a little bit older, we'll have to stop using treats. But at the moment, it seems to be great because you get a reward for doing a pee and a poo outside, things like that. Anyway, I better get going anyway and go and get my clothes on. I'll have a shower first, obviously, and get ready for the day. But I'm absolutely sure it's like having a newborn. It's actually worse than having a newborn because at least with having a newborn, I was breastfeeding, so you kind of get back to sleep quite easily. But getting back to sleep after you've been up during the night is not so easy when you haven't been doing that. So, yeah. It's taken a lot of adjustment, but she is very, very cute. But yeah, it's hard work, but we are enjoying her. Anyway, this week's really busy. We're on Wednesday just now. Tomorrow's dress rehearsal for the dance show. I'm doing the adult number, so I'll be in that. So it's been really hectic these last couple of weeks, just coinciding with getting Evie, but only 3 days left of school. And then obviously dress rehearsal tomorrow night, and then we've got the show on Friday night, and then we dance on the Saturday night, and then it's holidays, summer holidays. It's just crazy. So yeah, I apologise. My vlogging has been very sporadic. It is, getting into a new routine of juggling things, but I'll get there. I will get there. I'm sure I will. Sit. Good girl. Well done. Good work. Good work. We'll do some playing now. Here. Here, here, we'll go down this way, here, good girl, here, and then back this way, here, come on, here, good girl. Do Evie sit, good girl, well done. Evie lie down, Evie down, Evie down. Down, good girl, well done. Stand, further forward, stand, good girl, What about we do some walking to heel? Will we do some walking to heel? Okay, Evie come here, Evie come, good girl, and round to here, here, good girl. And then back the way, Evie come back this way, Evie. Here, good girl. Well done. We'll do one more. Let's do Evie sit. Good girl. Good job. Well done. Well, we do lie down. Good work. Well done. It's pouring with rain outside, so it's much better doing it in here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Stay. Evie, come. Good job. Good girl. Good staying. Well done, darling. Well done. So I did a whole load of prep last night. I froze some carrots, some blueberries, and this is what she loves to do. So when you throw the blueberries down, she pounces on them. But this is a frozen carrot, and it takes her a lot longer to get through it. She loves carrots on their own when I'm prepping dinner. She's off. Where are you going? Are you hiding because you think I'm going to take it away? I'm not going to take it away. It's yours. It's yours. So this bottom drawer is Evie's. We're doing a mixture of Nutriment and Pro Dog, different flavours. I've frozen some banana slices, which she absolutely adores. Some watermelon slices. I've removed the skin and as many of the seeds as I can. And we've also got some carrot sticks, which are in there. And then some blueberries, which she adores as well. This is the patty. What I do is I slice it up so that you don't waste it in the fridge because she's still so little. And then take it out and defrost it. And then that gets broken up and put into her Kong. Little baby Kong. Little puppy Kong even. So yeah, so that is the prep that I did last night. So that'll keep her going for a little while. You love doing that, putting that in your mouth and then having it in your bum. You're getting a bit big for it now though, aren't you? Yes, you are.
Maybe when she's really big, she might use the bigger hoops.
Yes, we've got the bigger ones, haven't you? Oh, yeah, because she's waddling now. Look at her. That's so funny.
Yes.
Hi. Under there. You're so cute. Yes, you are. Are you taking your poo to the bin? Take it to the bin then. Up this way. To the bin. Evie, this way. She is having the best time. I dropped the poo bag. She's picked it up. Oh my. Oh, jeez. Right, you're going to drop it for me because you're going to rip the bag and then it's going to be poo everywhere. Yes, it is. Are you just sunning yourself there, are you? Are you enjoying the sunshine? We need to put the rest of the strawberry netting on here, don't we? Yes, we do. Let's go for a walk then. Pyjamas and Crocs. The perfect Saturday morning walk. She just loves it here. So many bits to smell and to explore because it's a total mess. And this is what we're going to be working on, isn't it? We've still got some trees to chop up that were felled. I'll take my stick for dog away. Let me take the poo bag away as well. This is our route. So we get up and over here. Eventually this is going to have stones so we can look over the burn, ignore the mess. Right, let's go then. Let's go. Evie, go. Evie on it. Good job. She always sits and waits for me at certain points. Evie, stop. Evie, stop. Good girl. This way. This way. Come on. For 12 weeks old. No, how old? Yeah, 12 weeks old. No, not even 12 weeks. 12 weeks on Monday. This is Saturday. Down. It's not too bad. Evie, sit. I spoke too soon. Evie, sit. Good girl. Evie, sit. Evie, sit. Evie, sit. Good girl. Let's calm down a bit, okay? I spoke too soon, didn't I? She gets so excited, but we're trying to stop her from jumping up and being like that by introducing a sit. Good girl. Come on then. Now you're calm. Let's go. She just loves it here. That's it. Down this way. Down this way. Come on. Evie, sit. Evie. Evie, sit. Evie, sit. Good girl. Good girl. And hopefully... Good girl. Come on then. That was a good walk, wasn't it? Are you tired now? Rubber belly. Rubber belly. Was that a good walk?
We're going to go for a walk, are we? Do you think we're going to go for a walk? Oh, what's that in your head? What's that in your head? There you go, my darling.
We're going to go for a walk with your house line. Good job. Walk to Daddy's heel.
Come on, heel. Evie, sit. You get up. Heel.
Good girl. Good job. This is us trying loose lead training where you walk to heel with a loose lead, not running off. So we're going to teach her to walk at her side, and eventually it'll be a slip lead. It'll be loose. But right now we're just using the house line until she gets used to that style of walking, and then it means that we can use a slip lead safely.
Wanna be the person that you call up when you're down. Wanna be the first who knows all of your deepest secrets. Can I be the one who wakes you up before you missed your ride? 'Cause I wanna be close to you, and I wanna show you something new. You gotta know, every day I got your back, yeah, you can count on me for that. So put your hand in mine, I will be there every day. When you're sick of the climb, I will make sure it's okay. I know you didn't ask for any of this, but we reach for the sky. That's with flying colors
Good morning. It is a nice day here today, so we are planning to head off to Tarlandtrails. Now, we've wanted to do Tarlandtrails for a while. It's like a little area of woods where they've cleared it and made a bike track. They've got like a lower level one, and then they've got a big run from the top. I think there's 2 levels to the run. We've been wanting to go for a while, ever since we got the bike rack and we could actually take the bikes. But we've just never, it's a distance away, and how silly that we're actually going. Now we've got a dog, which means we're taking the dog with us because it's too long to leave her. She's still too little to leave her for that length of time. So we're taking her with us. The good thing about our bike rack is it tips forward to allow you access to the boot, and it allows us to put the shelf down in the back of the boot. So we can put the dog in her crate, which is great. And it means that we can take her with us. We're going to go for a little walk with her to tire her out, just in the Tarland woods. And then pop her in her crate with the windows and everything down in the car. Although I don't think it's meant to be too hot today, which is good. So leaving her in the car won't be too bad. And also we'll be in the shaded parts of the woods, so it won't be so too hot, even if it was sunny. But I think it's meant to be mild today, but not too hot, which is great. And then we will obviously leave the bikes in the back of the car while we are going for our walk with the dog. And then we'll put her into our crate, and then we'll take the bikes off and go for a run. And then she'll be able to sleep while we're doing our bike run. So that's the plan. And we've had such a lovely couple of weeks. The children are off school now, so we have gone to the Maritimemuseum. We have been to see the Red Arrows. I'll put in all these clips, I think, before this part. So you'll see all those. We also, now that Evie, obviously we're taking her for a walk today, but she has now had her second jab, so she's able to go out for walks. So we've been to the beach with her. We've been on our country roads just outside the house as well. So just trying to familiarise her with locations so that when she is older, nothing's too much of a shock or too much of an overwhelming scene if she's used to it, because we've gone to places with her. So that's the plan, trying to familiarise her with different places and different locations so that nothing's too overwhelming for her. So that's the plan. So that's what today's plan is. I'm just going to go and pack some snacks and a lunch, because when we arrive there, we're planning to drive up, and then we'll give Evie her walk and then give her lunch while we have our lunch. And then that way she will be ready to sleep after her lunch. So that's the plan. And then we'll let her lunch settle a little bit before we jump onto the bikes. So that's the plan. And as I say, the weather's not looking too bad, which is great. So we're going away to do that just now. And it's just been lovely. We've been at home. Because we've got the dog as well, and up until now she hasn't been able to go out. We've just been in the house, and we've been sort of pottering and been in the garden, and it's actually been really nice. The dog's made me get up as well. Usually I would be, like in the holidays, have long lives with the children, which I am still doing, to the point where I get up with the dog and then I go back up to the children when she's having her morning sleep. But it has been lovely. It's been tough as well though. Like, getting a dog has definitely changed my routine that I got into. You sort of settle into a routine with children, and it has kind of had to change with getting the dog. But as many as the bad mornings that we've had, there have also been so many good points, in that everyone's negative of dogs is, you've got to get out with them, you've got to go out with them. I've been outside more in these beautiful mornings, going for walks in the garden with my pajamas on, than I've ever done. And I used to, when the children were little, I used to go out and have a walk around, first thing and all that. he kind of stopped doing that. So that has been nice. So it's been a good change in that respect. But it does take a bit of getting used to, and I am definitely feeling very tired. I've been going to bed like at the same time as the children almost, because I have been exhausted getting up. But she's really good. She's now sleeping through the night, so she stays in her crate from bedtime until we get up in the morning. So that's really good. And her training's going really well, which is great. Just need to keep working on it. I think she's going to have a bit of a spirited personality, and she's very excitable. So as Steve says, dogs are like their owners, and I suppose they do say dogs mirror your behaviour. So maybe I just need to calm down a bit. Well, the children obviously get excited with her too, so it's trying to get that balance as well, because they obviously want to play with her too. Anyway, I need to go make the lunches and get going, otherwise we're going to be late getting up to the Tarlandtrails. These walkie-talkies have been like the godsend of all our bike rides, because if the boys go off ahead, we can radio, it's ideal. So where are we to go and start our trail now?
Gonna try to keep the pace, but someday we will find that the world has changed, but we stay true to each other. I will always be there for you whenever you need my help. I'm taking my time to be your rock. I don't ever wanna be apart. You gotta know, every day I got your back, yeah, you can count on me for that. So put your hand in mine, I will be there every day. When you're sick of the climb, I will make sure it's okay. I know you didn't ask for any of this, but we reach for the sky. Cause we're flying colors now. Show you something new. You gotta know every day.
Hello. I think someone's liking the being in the car, aren't you? Is that nice? Oh, you all chilled out. You don't want to come for a walk? You wanted to stay in the car? You don't want to come out for a walk? Want to go for a walk? Soon you're going to know what that word means. Come on then. Is that good fun? Is that good fun? This is Evie's first time in a coffee shop.
Sit.
Good girl. So Evie has settled under the table. I am heading for a food shop tomorrow morning, so I've just taken every bit of veg that I've got left in the fridge to use up. I always cut double because I freeze a portion for the freezer without the sauce in it, because it freezes a bit better, it doesn't go soggy. And then I'm just adding a stirring pasta sauce to this, and then I've got some Marks and Spencer's bows as a little treat. So we've got some bows in there ready to add, and then I will eke it out by adding a little bit of the pasta water, and that just makes the sauce a little bit better. Makes the sauce go a little bit further. A little bit of pepperoni in there as the meat. So that's that just ready for adding the pasta and the sauce now. And then I'll pop this in the freezer for another evening, so I don't have any cooking to do. I'm just take it out of the freezer and then add the sauce and the pasta. But yeah, it's still all been sauteed and ready to go. What's happened to your duck? What has happened to your duck? And your favourite toy, which is the celebrations lid. What's happened to your duck? What you done?
You say take me on a treasure hunt.
So the children and I are tackling this railing. This is the before, and we're hoping it's going to look much nicer once we've taken off all the paint, and then we're going to get an undercoat on. Well, we're going to treat it with the rust remover because this flash corroded after we did it the last time. So we're hoping to paint it an undercoat and then a top coat to make it look a lot nicer. So this is the most satisfying job. Look at the detail that was completely hidden by paint. I didn't even know there was like ridges in this section because they were completely covered in paint like this. So I didn't even know that had like 4 ridges. I'm taking off the loose paint with this because it takes a lot of energy using the this. So I get down to polishing that and it looks so nice. Oh, I'm so impressed. Children are going in to get a snack. They're working hard because we said that instead of pocket money, we'd work towards an activity. So either the cinema or Cadona's or somewhere like that. So they are motivated, which is great. And they've got the bug for renovating, which is nice because I used to do this sort of thing. A little bit older, admittedly, but used to do this sort of thing with my mum and dad. They renovated properties in Aberdeen and it was all period properties. So I thoroughly enjoyed doing this as a teenager. So hopefully they will get the bug for the satisfaction of restoring things to how they used to be. And then I'll get onto the door, which needs a lot of work because there's a lot of rotten wood there. And I don't know whether, maybe you guys, one of you could help. I don't know whether to harden the wood that's starting to rot and then fill it in, or get these sections remade, but it's the original door and the original wood, so part of me wants to try and restore it. But give me your advice and let me know what you think I should do. I would like to restore it, but I don't know how easy a task that would be for someone who's never done that before. So let me know if any of you have any ideas. I would love to hear your advice on it. But I want to get back to this. But the children have just gone inside to get a snack. So they're going to bring that back out to have on the steps as we have a little break. Yeah, I mean, look at the detail on this one. How stunning is that? This is what it looked like before. Completely covered in paint. I'm hoping that the layers of paint I do doesn't cover it up like that. But how nice does that look? It's just lovely, the detail. Right, I'm going to carry on. Children are away playing now. They've done a good job. They've done a lot of work. We've had our snacks on the seat, looking out. Children are on the grass here, so looking out to that view. Look at the sea. Isn't that just a lovely view to look out to? So we've just been sitting on the steps to the house on our snack, looking out at that. Children are now playing on the grass together. A beautiful sunny bluebird day, bluebird skies. Are you helping me hang out the washing? Are you? What a good helper you are. Oh, you're just adorable. Yes, you are. You're getting big. You're getting big. There are certainly pollinators in here doing their job. I've left the door open so they can get out. That big bumblebee. Out you go at the door. Yeah, good job. Out it went. I've just been picking some of the leaves off of here, and then I had a little helper. So it turns out that Evie likes gardening too. I've had to move the plant. That's what she was digging in. I had them all ready for sowing some of my sweet peas in, and she has just completely emptied it out while I was standing up to do these. And I didn't catch it in time. Tipped it over, dug it all out, and in my rush I knocked over the leaves that I'd been cutting off the plant, off the cucumber plants. So yeah, she loves gardening too. Oh, total pest. She was doing so well, but she's managed to tip over a lot of my things. She just loves investigating, but she's had a 2-hour sleep now, so hopefully she will be a little bit more well behaved. We've got quite a few tomatoes coming through. Yeah, so looking quite nice. See all the tomatoes on there. These are cherry tomatoes that we grew from seeds that we harvested last year from cherry tomatoes from Bear. So they are looking good. some more over here. They're looking nice as well. So I need to support these a little bit better. So I've got a few jobs to do today, but I'll leave the windows open to let all these pollinators out. But we've got a few cucumbers on the go. See, this one's doing its job. Well done. Got a couple of cucumbers coming. One big one there at the back, and a few more up here somewhere in the maze. Yeah, you can see one there, like hiding behind there. Another one here. But to be honest, and another one there. To be honest, I haven't done very much with these. I've just let them grow, and I haven't done very much. The leaves were turning yellow though because I had forgotten to water them, and then I watered them too much, and then yeah, it's not good for the plant. But I'll pop that back up into there, and hopefully we'll get a bit of a harvest from this. This would probably be okay to cut now, so I might do that at the weekend when I need some cucumber. What a lovely evening to be out. The farmer has cut his field, so we are making full use of it before the next crop comes in, and we're respectful of when the crops are in, obviously. So we are just playing some meetEvie, bit of dog training, and this sunset, I mean, oh, it's so calm. There's hardly any wind, and the wind that it is so mild. It's just lovely.
For something new. Have you heard the fairies when they sing and dance? Oh, I wish it was me every night. When I close my eyes, I see beauty lives in me. I know I don't yet know it.
So we're back inside now. What an absolutely beautiful evening. The sunset, oh, and the dog. Honestly, I'm so sorry about all the dog spam. It will calm down a lot once she's not a puppy, but I wanted to mark all these moments because I know it's the same as the children. They're going to grow up so quickly. So there's going to be a lot in this vlog. She's not going to feature a lot in all the other vlogs, but she will feature in the vlogs because it's part of my life with Lynn. But she's going to be in the vlogs because that is what my life's going to be like now. I'm going to have the dog half the time during the day. The other half she'll be sleeping. So I will try my best to not do too much, but there'll be a lot in this one, and then I'll try and limit it after that. But no, so it was a lovely evening. Weather's supposed to be beautiful tomorrow, so I am planning on doing some power washing. I've been meaning to do power washing for so long. I plan to do it from Easter. It's now the summer, so I am planning to do some power washing tomorrow, and I'll see if I can I was hoping to get the patio bit done as well, but I'll start off with the chairs and then see how we get on. But that's the plan for tomorrow. If the weather's really nice, it should be a lovely day. The children will get outside to play, and I've got the water slide ready for them for tomorrow as well, because they've been wanting it for the last wee while in the holidays, and it's not been weather for it. So tomorrow is a scorcher, so they'll get that tomorrow. But I'm away to go and make a peppermint tea, and I'm going to climb into bed and have a wee chill because I'm a bit exhausted after all that walking. I'm not really used to having Evie on my own in the field yet, so I wait till Steve's there. I'm just not got the confidence yet, but I will. I'll get there. I will get there. But hopefully her recall continues to be good. But I know fine, it's not good. I know fine, she's going to lose interest in us and be interested in everything else pretty soon. But we'll make the most of it while she still is interested in us. So yeah. Anyway, I'll leave you to it, and I will speak to you tomorrow. So I have absolutely adored this colour. It's like a greyish, sort of a grey beigey sort of colour. Problem is, I've just tested this out to see what come off, because it's naturally started to peel, and I've decided I think I want it back to natural wood. What a total waste of my time. But I did enjoy when it was like this. I thoroughly enjoyed the look of this against the house as well. However, I'm going to go and try and power wash it, and then I'll sand it down. If I can't get it completely clear, I might repaint it because I did really enjoy this colour. But we've got two of these, one of which is down at the like fire section down in the woodland, and I quite fancy having them up here, sitting side by side here as little seats, you know, like a lounge sort of area, because this is a total sun trap and it's nice and calm as well. So I think I'm going to try and do that. If not, I'll paint it. It's fine. Nilfisk. We've had Karcher ones in the past, but this is by far the best power washer we've ever had. It was recommended by one of Steve's friends who are really into their cars for washing the cars, and this is fantastic. Nilfisk. This one's the Nilfisk E145.3, and it's phenomenal. Right, I'm going to get on with this while the sun is shining, and hopefully it turns out quite well. But the test patch, where it was starting to peel, looked good, but I don't think these bits, which are perfect still, this section here and this section here, I don't think they're going to power wash as easily, but we'll give it a go and we'll see how we get on.
Do I trust you when you say that beauty lives in me too? Later, it comes later, dear, for many of us.
So it's not looking too bad. Well, obviously it looks bad, but it's not looking too bad. More paint's come off than I thought with the power washer. I could carry on. A lot of the bits though just sand down really easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a break. I'm going to test out the sander and see if it's as quick just to sand it. And while I wait for that to dry to do that, I'm going to give this a go. So the last time I cleared all this out, I had a little boy who loved digging, so he helped me clear this out, and then he came home from work and said just use the power washer, and he's right, because when you use the power washer it definitely clears out the moss in between. Now the last time we filled it with polymeric sand, obviously this has come back, so we bought this instead to add to the Nilfisk, and it's a patio cleaner, so I'm going to go and give it a try and see how good it is for doing large spaces like this. Obviously this is messy from the paint, so I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to start down at the bottom and then work my way up and see how we get on, and then we'll just fill it with normal sand this time, because the polymeric sand cost a fortune. And I was speaking to someone who was doing a driveway like this down the road, and he said just use normal sand because the same will happen and it'll save you a lot of money. Okay, so let's take this out of the box and see what it looks like. Okay, it's a good size. Cleaning power, definitely maximum. There, okay. And then it just hooks on there. That should be quite simple. And then it shares the spray around in a sort of circular fashion. Let's see if this is going to be powerful enough. I've got a horrible feeling it won't be, but it might. We'll give it a go. We'll go hook this up and then give it a try. So it's got an extendable pole so that you can, obviously can stand upright. There we go, that's it. And the same with this section. In and round. Right, let's give this a go. We'll try it out here first just to check. Move this out of the way. And let's start. Oh my word, this is going to take hardly any time at all. We've had this in the cupboard. Well, let's see what it says the date on the packaging. We have had this in the cupboard, or in the garage, since... you'll never guess. The 15th of June 2020. Let me try and get this. Look. The 15th of June 2020. And we've never taken it out. And look how quick that is. Oh my word, I'm going to have this done. And it'll dry in the sun and then I can brush away all the dirt. Oh my word, I'm going to go start at the bottom and work my way up. This is going to be so much fun. And for someone with OCD, not OCD, but someone with, this just makes me really happy. It's just, oh, just so satisfying.
Days without water.
So I have to say, I am super impressed with this. Last time I did it, I actually power washed. But the problem with power washing is, you see these little lines here? You've got to be really precise to get the full dirt up, let alone the stuff in the middle. But this is how it looks using the rotating section of here. It does what it says on the tin. Absolutely amazing. Not only does it keep the mess down, I've actually washed all the stuff down to here, but you can see the difference by where you see the swirling marks. It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Compared to, let me show you. Right, this is a power washer. Let me put it on.
Along the sunset road, we cross over borders, get where we are, and it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you.
I am honestly blown away by that. Like, just unbelievable. It's taken me like half an hour. Look at the difference. Yes, you still got to use a power washer to wash down the dirt that comes, because it's obviously not directional when you're using the spinning thing. But look how much more gets taken up compared to when I'm just going like individually with the power washer. It's just crazy, absolutely crazy. Look at the before and after. It's quite embarrassing really. Although I must admit, I prefer it darker than I do the pinky sort of colour. But it does look much nicer, doesn't it? Oh, what a difference. Right, I'm going to finish off this last little section and then I'm going to leave it for today because I need help lifting and shifting all the things up here. So I'll do that when I have help. But yeah, isn't that just mental? When Evie met Coco and when Coco met Evie. Hello. Hello. Hi.
A lot of tail wagging going on there. No.
They're having great fun together. Yes, you are. Last few tomatoes now coming through. I'm going to pick some of these for our dinner tonight. Still a few more to go at the top there that are just ripening. So hopefully we'll get a few more months out of it, or a few more weeks maybe, before we finish them all. So this is the haul from the greenhouse today. I'm going to chop these up for my salad today for lunch. The sun has been in and out today. It's a little bit strange though. It's like offering to rain. It's got that sort of heavy air, but nothing's happened yet. So I'm going to take these inside, give them a wash and have one of probably my last salads before autumn arrives, and it'll be on to soups. Darling, they're not upstairs, sweetheart. They're at school. I know you want Barclay and Grace, but they're at school, darling. They're not upstairs. They're not up there, darling. They're not up there. They're not going to be coming down the stairs anytime. I'm sorry. They're at school, but they'll be coming home very soon. They're coming home very soon. Okay, come on this way. Let's go outside. Come on. Come on. They're not here, darling. They're not here. I know you're looking for them, but they're not here. Good girl. I was hiding from you. Evie, sit. Good girl. You gonna take it? Good job. Good job. Okay, Grace, your turn to whistle for her. Good girl. Oh, and again. Good dog. That's Evie. It's 16 weeks and we're doing some whistle training out in the garden. That's it. Hello. Good girl. Good girl. Take it. Good job. Good job. Actually, 16 weeks. Good job. Right, your turn, Grace. She's figuring out where the sound's coming from, and that's her on her way. She's coming to you now. I usually film all this sort of thing, but I'm watching YouTube at the same time, and I film on my phone. So I've just dug out a well, which was created because I use self-raising flour, but I usually add baking powder to it, and I forgot. So it didn't rise. So it looked like this. I've just scraped off all the bits, you know, like the outside edge. So the cake itself is lovely because obviously I was using self-raising flour, so it's still totally fine. But I've decided to turn a negative into a positive, and I've filled it with all these delicious little goodies in the center. And I'll just put a layer of buttercream, which I've made in here, and I'm going to put the other half on top, and that'll be Barclay's cake finished. Well, not finished, I'm going to put icing on top, but the actual cake itself set up, which is good. So I'm going to go and finish that off now. What a mess. But I love nibbling all the little bits. So it's definitely a lovely lunch for Friday. So it's the morning of the play, not the party, since we're getting old. Hello, Evie girl. Everything's laid out on the table, ready for taking down to the fire pit. We're just about to do breakfast, aren't we? You're the good girl. Stay. 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 Good girl. 17 weeks, not doing too badly. Breakfast is always a difficult one to stay for, isn't it, sweetheart? When you're so hungry. Yes, it is. Devours it. Absolutely devours it. Too quickly. I need to get one of those slow feeder bowls. Try and slow it down a little bit. But look how shiny her coat is. She's so soft. It's okay. I'm just here. It's just me.
It's all for you. Nights without sleeping, 'cause you fear the night.
So the balloons are here, the 1 and the 0, ready to blow up. With the helium, I need to go get that from the garage actually. And then this is the cake, very rustic, but this is what you wanted. You wanted yellow sponge, which it is inside, blue on the outside, and then gold dust to match the gold candles, and then yellow Barclay's 10, and then that's the X shot logo, which works really well because the X is Roman numerals for 10, which I just love. Because he did a Nerf party, well, Nerf theme for not last year, but the year before. So this definitely works out. And then yellow around the side. And then I made a badge. So this is his badge from last year. I did ask Steve to get another one, and he did, but it's a wrong colour of blue. So I just reused the one from last year. If you can remember from last year's vlog, it was a number, it said Barclay is 9, or Barclay 9 today, and it had the logo that was on their t-shirts for the fortnight theme. So I've just taken that off and then added this on. It's just on one of those birthday badges, you know, the ones that you buy in the shops. So I've just made that personalised, and then that was his birthday invitation for there. And then happy birthday sign is up. No balloons this year, like loads of little balloons on the floor, which we usually do because we have a dog. So it makes it slightly different, doesn't it, Evie girl? She's sitting here, chewing her stick, making a real mess. This is one of my blankets. We haven't got a bed for her yet, but she loves sitting on the cosy blanket. These are the old cushions from our bed from like 15 years ago, and they're used just as blankets now. But we've given them to her now until we get a bed for her, because we're going to wait till she's stopped the chewing phase to get a proper bed, and also to see what size she is, because she's quite big for 17 weeks. Yes, you are. And you're going to go in your crate during the party, aren't you? Yes, you are. party. Most of the prep work's done. I feel a little bit underprepared though, because usually I've got a lot more. I'm usually up till all hours, as you know, for previous birthdays. But I'm just prepping the stuff for the bonfire. So we've got the hot dogs in their tray thing ready, and I've just made up, this is how we make s'mores. Makes it really easy for cooking for lots of people. They'll also get some marshmallows on sticks as well. But it's using these chocolates, because it's got the biscuit and the chocolate already there, rather than using the graham cracker and a piece of chocolate. And then you just put your marshmallow inside, and then when you put it on, it melts, and it perfect, absolutely perfect. So I'm making up a couple of those, but these broke last year, and in true style, you put them back in the cupboard and you think, oh, I'll deal with that, I'll get them fixed before next year, and totally forgot. So I've just grabbed some wire. No idea if this wire is going to be the kind that melts in a fire, but I'm sure Steve will tell me when he comes back. He's gone to rugby with the 2 children to give me a chance to get organised. And the dishwasher is on, as you probably can hear in the background. If you have been watching or following me for a while, you'll know that I like to have the dishwasher on and empty, so that it's easy for a party, because then you can just refill it. Although this party will be outside, and it's all going to be like campfire stuff, so there's not really going to be any dishes and things like that. Although the family are coming at night time, so I have prepared cheese sauce already. I did that on Thursday, and then put some in the fridge ready for putting in a pan today. I don't like to make up my mac and cheese too far in advance, because then it's not as moist. So I like to just keep the cheese sauce in the fridge, and I'll cook the pasta, and then I'll add it to it tonight. So I will do that later on, and then I've also got to go and go to the garage and get out some pizza. And I've got some leftover pizzas from last night's movie night, which we're going to have for lunch today. And then I've got some Costco pizzas in the freezer, so I'm going to take them out for the family later. And obviously the children are having hot dogs and usual party food, so that'll be fine. I have been informed obviously that it's not a party, it's just a play with friends in the garden, but there are still certain things that I think I can get away with. How many do you normally do? Let's see, 3. Yeah, so I think I can get away with some little games, and hopefully I'll be allowed to do that. So this fits perfectly. You get 1 pack onto there because there's 9 in a pack, and then I've got some marshmallows. Now I usually use the large marshmallows, but I could not get them this year. But I think these actually work better because they go onto the, sorry, you can't see this. They go on a little bit easier than the other ones did, which is much better. I put them this way around so that it would be better, obviously, that orientation, but to get the other thing with chocolate and the other thing with biscuit on the top, it makes it more difficult to balance if you put the marshmallow the other way. And it does squish down, you can see with that one, so it definitely works, which is good. And as I say, I'm hoping that wire won't melt in the fire. So I've looked out, Bartley looked out his guns yesterday because it's obviously an X-Shot party. Well, he had a Nerf theme during lockdown just because that was, you know, it was just because he'd had the previous birthday, for his 7th birthday, we did the army theme. I say army theme, it wasn't really army because he wasn't really into army, it was more assault course and that sort of thing. Anyway, it was that sort of theme. So I didn't think he'd want a Nerf party as a separate party because obviously we kind of already done that sort of theme. But he, after that party had finished, some of the friends stayed behind and we did burgers on the campfire, and it was just a wonderful time, and he still remembers. So obviously the party, I had organised things to do. We had a treasure hunt in the garden for stones with their names on it. I had set up a quiz thing, laminated sheets, and they had to write on their answers, that to go around and answer questions, and then when they got it all right, they got a prize. Loads of things like that you can imagine. So the whole party time was filled with games. And Barclay said that the bit he loved that part, and you know, he's very good at, you know, he would never say, especially when he knows how much work it is, he never would say anything bad about it. He'd be like, it was really good, however, and this is what he said, however, he loved the play in the garden with the Nerf guns after everyone had finished the party mode. They created their own game, like the person who managed to catch this was the winner and all this, and they did that for hours and absolutely loved it. So that's what you wanted for today. You wanted just a play in the garden with nothing set. We are going to do a few little challenge games, and I've got some prizes for those, like hitting the target. And I'm actually going to make up another game as well. So Bartley we're thinking about a piñata. We thought, how can we make that Nerf related? So Steve came up with a good idea of covering jam jars with tissue paper with sweets inside, and then the Nerf bullet goes through the tissue paper and you've got to target it. So I've got 9, because there's 9 people coming, 9 of those. I need to fill them with sweets and cover them. I can't find my elastic bands to seal them. I don't want to use sellotape. I might have to use sellotape if I can't find the elastic bands. So I need to cover those, and instead of being jam jars, I've decided to use, you know, the coffee cups, like the ones that have got the insulated around the side. I'm going to use those, and the reason being that if I use those, they can eat the sweets out the cup. I'm not going to put loads of sweets in because they're also getting a sweetie cone, which I made up. In fact, I'll show you. I can just get them. I should have really taken you over to the table because everything's laid out on that table for going outside. So we've made up, the children made these up last night during movie night because then they could eat some. So it just says, thank you for coming to Barclay's 10th birthday. And then that's the X-shot logo. And the reason I like it is 10 is like X in Roman numerals, so it works really well. So I'm sneaking in a theme, even though I'm not allowed to sneak in a theme. So they made them up last night with loads of different sweeties. And then I've also, as their sort of favour, so that's their favour for the party, but they've also, as their favour, are getting an X-shot gun, one of the little mini ones. So we've basically, so I've left them in the packaging so they can open it themselves. I'm going to take a knife down to be able to cut the back, just so that they're all kept together. And then I've written on their names on the back, so then they can use them during the party, but also Bart's taking out all his guns so they can swap, and we're going to put sections. I got the tubs from the garage. If I'd thought about this earlier, I would have painted the tubs to make them match, but I'm trying to be good on myself. Like, as I say, for his 7th birthday, it was everything. Even the water bottles had water written around it, and I was really on top of the party theme. But I've been told that this is a play, it's not a party, so I would have done all of that for this if not, and it's actually quite nice. It's actually good. I love doing party planning, however, it's quite a nice break. Safety specs are to go in here because the safety specs I ordered from Amazon haven't arrived, but Steve is going to pick some up this morning after rugby, so crisis averted. And I'll just return the ones from Amazon. They're supposed to be here before 10 p.m, so there's still a chance they might arrive before the party, but there was a strike with the post yesterday, but I don't think these are arriving by Royal Mail, but never mind. We will have safety specs for all the children, so they will have that, and I love these little boxes. They're from my pantry, but I love how rustic they look for this sort of theme as well, which is good. So the next job I've got is obviously to fill the sweetie cones. I'm going to wipe this down just to make sure it's okay, and then these will go beside the fire things. We'll go down to the fire. And they are organised. Let's be organised for that. Okay, I'm back. Now I've come up with a good idea of putting it in a box to hold them in place, and then we can set them up like that. I can only fit 8 in though, so the 9th one, once one gets taken out, I'll pop one in. And then what they'll do is they'll shoot towards here, and the tissue paper, 2 sheets we think will be perfect amount, and then they'll shoot through there and get whatever sweets are in the back. So it's like a Nerf gun piñata. Steve's idea. I would love to take credit for it, it's not my idea. So what we're going to do is I'm going to fill all these with sweeties, and then cover them with tissue paper. So I'll pop you in a time lapse because you don't need to hear me speaking and rambling on. And then once this is finished, that'll be that job done. And then I've got to blow up the helium balloons with the 1 and the 0. And I'm pretty much getting there, which is good. Right, I'll pop you in a time lapse and I will see you once I've finished.
And days without eating.
Okay, so that's them filled with a little bit of sweeties in the bottom. Not a lot because they're obviously getting lots of things throughout the day, so that with a Milky Way in there too. Only because Milky Ways are the smallest chocolates to fit in. And then I had a genius idea. When I say genius idea, I couldn't find the elastic bands, so I had to improvise So Barclay's favourite colour is yellow, hence the yellow cake and yellow icing. So I'm going to use yellow hair bubbles, and I'll put the 2 layers of tissue paper on the tub, and then put the yellow hair bubble around over the lip of the cup. And then there is your little DIY pinata. And then I'll pop them in there. Pop you in time lapse again.
Cause it ain't enough for 2, and it's all for you.
I've just had a good idea. I'm going to put little forfeits inside the cups, because otherwise it's exactly the same and all they're doing is target practice. So I'm going to go and get a little piece of paper and I'm going to write little things to do inside. Might be as simple as rub your head and pat your tummy. No, pat your head and rub your tummy. Or it might be a case of jump up and down the trampoline 20 times. I don't know. I'm going to have a think and then pop them inside the tubs. When I say have a think, I'm going to go and message Steve and ask him for some good ideas. He's good at that sort of stuff. It's a team effort. You've got to have a team effort. So I'm going to cut these into little notes and I'm going to go write on a little forfeit on each one. Okay, I'm just off the phone from Steve and he came up with a good idea. Things like, so I was going to do things like actual forfeit things, but he said to make it linked to the game. So it's shoot with both eyes closed, swap hands, shoot on one leg, shoot while in the air, that sort of thing. So they're all inside the cups. I've written them in there and put them inside the cups. And then he also pointed out that I should test this CD to make sure it works. So I've got one of the guns. This is one of Barclay's ones that he already has, which is why we knew they were really strong and really powerful for giving as gifts. I have set up one here and I'm going to test out. I'm going to go a little bit far back to see. We're going to do it in the courtyard bit beside the garage. So I'm going to see if this actually punctures. Can you see that there? Yeah, I'm going to see if it actually punctures it. We'll check. Ready, set. I hope my aim's okay. Ready, set, go. Oh, yeah, it makes a mark. Yes, it works. Woohoo! I love it when something actually works. This is so good. I'm going to read you that one. I'm so excited that it works. Oh my word, I was really worried that that wasn't going to work. That is so good. Yes. Right, cool. Okay, I'm going to go and read you that one and get them all ready. Oh, I'm so excited. I love it when something like an idea like that comes together. I love it. Absolutely love it. Chuffed to bits. Right, I'm going to put this one in the bin and then start doing the rest and get them finished. And then on to the next job.
It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you.
So that's them all set up, ready to go. It looks great, doesn't it? If I'd had more time or I was doing my usual party planning, I would have covered all this and I would have painted it in whatever paint that needed, you know, I would have done all of that. However, not required for this. And the good thing about having a box is I can close it up. I don't know how to fit this one in as well. But I can close it up so it saves it getting damaged by the rain. There we go, it does close up with the other one in. Is it going to damage the rest of them? No. Good. So I'm going to close that up and then that way you can protect it from the weather. I would cut off the ends of this way. It saves it from getting damaged. I'll put that on the table, ready to go outside. The balloons are up. I can't believe we're into double digits, which means double balloons. And that's everyone starting to arrive. So we're about to go and I'm going to take this cake down to the fire pit bit. But we're going to go and get a picture, a family picture just now first before we go down. So I can't believe he is 10. Oh my word, my little baby's 10.
We need 10 to match up the one shot thing for you.
So you don't feel the cold. And it's all
Well, it's safe to
for
say
you.
he had the best birthday. We're so lucky with the weather, so lucky. And they had the best time. I'm absolutely shattered out though. I am glad though that I do have the 2 birthdays close together because I'm on full birthday mode. I feel like I'm ready to get on with Grace's, and I've kind of half ordered her stuff too because I'm ordering birthday stuff. Order Grace's things. Ignore the noise of the dog chewing at my feet. But thoroughly enjoyed it. And then we had the family afterwards, and it was just so lovely, so nice. But I am going to go and relax now with a glass of wine and just chill because I definitely am tired. It's not as exhausting as usual birthdays though, so that's kind of a good thing. So yeah, but until the next vlog, love you lots, bye.